Shalom, shalom. Before I start this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, or Hakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in these scriptures. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Hey, and today's lesson the topic is going to be we are gods in these human bodies. You know, we are gods in human bodies. We are, or I might entitle it, we are angels in human bodies. You know, pursuant to that Jude 1 and I'm not gonna quote the particular verse, but it's in Jude, and I'll get to that, Lord willing. Let's see. This is Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Hey, and why is that? Why are we dying like men and falling like one of the princes, even though we are gods, pursuant to Psalms 82 and 6, and we are children of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Hey, because we are those angels that kept not their first estate. This is Jude chapter 1 and verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. And those chains, the Greek word desmos, it goes into a band or ligament of the body, you know, and it's going into these bodies, man, this human flesh that we're in, you know, and the whole goal is to get those new bodies, man. Salakia, give me a second, Baba Shah. Yeah, you know, the whole goal is to get those new bodies, you know, so that we'll never sin and go off again, man. And hey, the elect will get those new bodies. Right now we have the terrestrial where we have a terrestrial body, but we're hoping to get those extraterrestrial bodies, you know. And the elect are when they're beamed up into that chariot, that fathership that Yahweh Shah is going to come back on, they're going to receive new bodies. And that's the biggest part of our salvation, because those new bodies will ensure that we're in constant sync with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. We're constantly gonna you know, promote and practice in righteousness by nature when we get those new bodies. Bear with me, Yaki and Baba Shah. Let's see here. Lord willing, this will pop up without no further ado. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And let's see. I'm going to start at verse 40. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 40. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one and the glory of the terrestrial is another. We're in a terrestrial body. There is one glory of the sun and another glory of the moon and another glory of the stars, for one star differeth from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. Hey, that corruption being sown in corruption is this flesh. Like Apostle Paul said, in my flesh dwelleth no good thing. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture. It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. Hey, and raised in power, how? By being you know, beamed up on the chariots. We like the scriptures say, we shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. Let's see. It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. We're waiting on those spiritual bodies. We're in a natural body right now, which is why we die like men. We're going to be immortal. We will never die when we get those new bodies, you know. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. And Yahweh Shah was Adam, if you can receive that, you know. Howbeit that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural. And afterward, that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy. And as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So to inherit the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have to be changed. I was listening to, I forgot what brother said it, but brothers were going into how you're going to have to be changed, because I think it was some of the Zaquanian from Dallas, GMS Dallas. So like, you know, they got this thing called at the county fair called the Starship 2000, and the mother, you know, the damn thing spins so fast you get stuck to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the chariots, when they take off, when it take off, you know, or when we get beamed, hey, we not gonna be able to. Flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom of heaven, man. You're gonna have to have a new body. You know, we're gonna have to be changed in order to be delivered in the first place. This flesh ain't gonna make it, you know, but only so far, man, without us just imploding, you know. But I'm gonna stop right there at verse 53. You know, but yeah, man, hey, we are gods. We are, you know, those angels that kept not their first estate, and we're waiting, you know, for that adoption. And I'm gonna end off with this scripture right here, Lord willing. Okay, I wasn't looking for 3,000 results. Let's see if I can narrow it down with the word adoption. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 23. I'll start at verse 22. Well, I'll start at verse. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 17. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and joint heirs with Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And how? In those new bodies, man. That's the greatest, you know, change that will come upon us as far as that new covenant that we will be entering into is never going off again, never sinning again, you know, having those extraterrestrial or celestial bodies. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the sons of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, meaning The elect are you know, hoping and waiting on this, man. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. And we are prisoners of hope, hey, especially in these bodies, because what the hell can we do, man? You know? It says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. For we knoweth that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Hey, we're waiting for our bodies to be redeemed, man. You know, and with that redemption will come many other gifts. But you know, the first things first. We got to get the hell out of these bodies, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. Hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. Until the next one, I say shalom.